how to build your website from scratch. If you are a beginner and if you want to start your online business and you need a website, or if you simply want to start blogging, this video is made for you. I am not going to show you how to build your website step by step on my computer, but I'm going to give you some tips and advice when you want to get started. This video is going to be around the WordPress world, so I won't talk about Squarespace or Wix or whatever other website builder there is out there. I'm only going to focus on WordPress because this is what I know, okay? This is what I use, this is the way I have done mine, and this is why I have enough tips and advice to share with you today. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. As usual, first thing first, let me reintroduce myself. Welcome back if you already know me. If you don't, hi, what's up? My name is Justine Leymer. I am a digital marketer and have an online business. So here on YouTube, I love to talk about graphic design, business, productivity, and social media. So if you're really into this kind of content and videos, please don't forget to subscribe down below so you will never miss any of my future uploads. And now we can start talking about WordPress and how to build your website from scratch. Number one tip that you need to know, and that I didn't, so you can learn from my mistake. There is actually two WordPress out there. There is WordPress.com and WordPress.org. So there is two different owners and two different hosting process. One is self-hosting and the other one does everything for you. I chose WordPress.com simply because that was the easiest way for me to start. You can start for free. So you don't have to buy a domain name, you don't have to buy for hosting, it's free, you start for free. On WordPress.org, you have to get your domain name and afterwards you have to get your hosting, so people like Bluehost or HostGator, and afterwards you have also to get the backup for your site, the analytics and all of that. Like, this is things that you have to get on the side of WordPress.org. So when I started, I wasn't sure where I wanted to go with my business and all of that, so I went into WordPress.com and I started for free. With the free version, obviously you cannot like have this .com, you will have like .com/WordPress/ blah blah blah, something that is not entirely yours because you haven't paid for it. But I think it's a great way to start and to figure out where you want to go with your website or with your blog. I started for free, as I said, and after I went and get one of their plan. The plan that I got was the personal one, I believe. I think I was paying something like $5 a month. I will put the pricing over here and you see all the plans that WordPress.com is offering, but I started with the little hosting plan just to be able to have my domain name, and they offer you a domain name for free for a year when you start. So I went with justineleymer.com with 2 I at the time, and I changed right away when my brand starting to change. I changed the name of my domain, bought a new domain name and renew it for like a couple of years already, so I don't have to do it every year. From here I started building my website. So for the personal plan and the freelance and the premium plan, I believe you don't have access to plugins, so you won't be able to add jetpacks or any other plugins that you need on your website like Google Analytics and all those things. But this is a great start when you want to figure out WordPress. Now let's get into what plan I am on and why I chose that one. For myself, for my business, I chose to go with the business plan. So it's $300 a year. So you're probably like, oh my gosh, that's huge. Like, that's a lot of money, especially if you're starting. But let me tell you, once your website is up and running and you start to make money thanks to it, you're going to forget about the $300. So with the business plan, you can finally download those plugins. Plugins will help you build your website. And so the first plugins I've ever downloaded is Astra. Astra is a WordPress theme, and this is a WordPress theme that you can customize. Like, everything you are thinking of, you can do on Astra. You will have access to so much theme, and the only thing that you will have to do is customize it with your tagline, your title. Easy peasy fast. You don't need to code, you don't need to do any of that. let me talk about another plugins that you need if you want to go even deeper into the customization and how to build your website from scratch, and it's Elementor. I am not a coder, I don't know anything about CSS or HTML, all of those things. So I know a little, but I never really used them on my website because I used Elementor, and Elementor is a WordPress website builder. This is how you're going to build your website from scratch. This is how you're going to design every pages, every blog post, every blocks that there is in your page, and that will not be possible for me without Elementor. So basically, when you're going to download Elementor and you're going to have a blank page, either you have the Astra theme, and that's great. I started with the Astra theme, and after in this theme I added my own sauce, I would say. So you're going to Elementor, and basically in Elementor you have your blank page. Okay, you decide to build a page or a post, whatever it is that you are doing. You have your page. Inside that page you can add sections. So section 1, section 2, section 3. In those sections you can add columns. So you can add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. So you have your sections, and in your section you have columns, and in those columns you can add elements would be images, text, title, carousels, videos, call to action buttons. And so you will just only drag and drop those elements into your columns and your sections. And once you're done, you are taking those elements and you edit those elements with what you want to put up there. So image, put your image, text, write your text, move that text in the other column, move that text in the other section. And this is that easy. I am thinking of making a quick video tutorial about Elementor and how I make my blog post and how I make a quick page on my website with Elementor. So if you're interested about that kind of tutorial, please let me know in the comment down below. I'll be happy to know if it's something that you're very interested on. And so when you designed all of those pages, you publish them and your site is out there, and you don't have to worry about anything. This is what I really love about WordPress.com. You don't have to worry that your website crashed. One time my website crashed and I didn't know what to do, and I called WordPress because you have access to WordPress 24/7, the customer service. He put my website back up, told me what I did wrong and what I shouldn't touch and stuff like this, and that was like extremely helpful. And I had a backup because they back up it for me. With the business plan, I have a 200 GB of space, so images, everything that I am using on my website. And it's been 2 years, as I said, that I am on WordPress, and I think I only use 10 GB right now, so I am way off to go. If you want to know more about plugins to download for WordPress, I made a blog post about the best WordPress plugins you should download right now. So I will leave the link down below if you want to check that out. I hope you learned something today, at least, that I made your process of building your website more like real, that you're going to do it after watching this video. You know the steps. If you like today's video and you want to support me, don't forget to like it and don't forget to subscribe to don't miss any of my future uploads, especially if you want to know more about Elementor and Astra and all of that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you next time. In the meantime, take care.